What's up? It's Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I was editing this video and realized I never filmed a proper intro, so like the thumbnail says, I decided to challenge myself to a 24-hour craftathon. I have seen other videos and really enjoyed them of people doing how much can I craft this or make this in a day, but I decided to be extra and spend a true 24 hours over 3 days so that I could actually get some sleep in between, making as much as I could. So here we go. It is a dreary, rainy day, perfect day to go to the craft store. I'm in a little bit of a hurry because I only have like less than an hour before I have to head to work. So I'm gonna get inside. I've got my list with me. I'm very excited to get all the materials for this project. Let's go. Alright, we just left. I got a big bag full of goodies right as it started to rain a little bit again. I got a little nervous because I got the days wrong and yarn was not on sale today. I almost always, unless like I need yarn immediately for something, I only come by yarn when it's on sale. So I was like, oh no. But the fabric was on sale instead, and I actually bought more fabric and sewing notions than yarn today. So I think it actually probably would have worked out to be about the same price, or maybe it was a little cheaper. I can't haul it for you now. I'm pretty much out of time, so I'm about to head to work. But before we get started, I'll kind of walk you through everything I have planned and everything that I'm hoping to get finished in these 24 hours. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, it's the end of the day. I'm home from work. Can show you what I got. I'm going to, I guess I'll just like talk about the projects I'm gonna do. I will insert some photos of the little sketches that I did for some of these. I don't know how much of any of this, crooked, how much of any of this we're gonna finish. I'm just sort of hoping for the best. I will probably be jumping around from different types of projects and different projects too, just as I get tired of them. So the first couple things for embroidery projects, I have like two versions of the same thing that I'm gonna do. I want to make a patch for my battle jacket that just says art department on it. And then I have like a school t-shirt that we wear for like events and stuff that I want to just like embroider art department on there just for something a little extra. For sewing, I already had this fabric. I thought I was going to do this weeks ago, but didn't have time. I got this purple flannel. I don't own a purple plaid skirt, so I'm actually going to do, hopefully, this like a skirt and like kind of vest set for this. I wasn't sure if I wanted this to be a skirt or a dress, so I bought a lot. Then I'm very excited about this one. I want to do like an underskirt, basically. I want it to be its own skirt, like I could wear it by itself, but also be something that I can wear under shorter dresses so that I can wear them to work or something. I actually got this idea from someone who commented on my last thrift haul video. I was talking about a skirt that I couldn't tell if it shrank in the wash or not, but like it was too short to wear to work, and I don't really wear mini skirts anymore, so I wasn't sure about it. And I think somebody said something about I could just wear something under it. So I was looking for some online and none of them were quite right. So I decided to make it. Oh, I got interfacing for the jacket. I don't know how great this is going to look in the lighting in here. This is like a cream, like cottony fabric. Then I got two different types of lace. I've not really worked with this kind of lace trim before, so we'll see how that goes. I also want to try doing, I want this, like, it to be ruffly on the bottom with different textures. I want to try like crocheting a ruffle. It might be too much, we'll see, but I have leftovers of this, so we'll see about that, but I'm very excited for that. Let's see. I obviously got like thread and things to go with that. Ow. Paper cut. I got elastic since I'm making a bunch of skirts. I got, oh, there's the thread, okay. I got some velvet yarn. I've never tried this out. I just started watching Passioknit Kelsey, and I will link her below. I've gotten off track, sorry. The next, like, one of the rest of these are crochet projects that I want to work on. I want to follow her scrunchie tutorial and make, I love velvet scrunchies. She has, I think, a few tutorials. I will, the one I picked, I think, is the most recent, but I want to follow her tutorial, and I will put a link to that video below. But I thought this would be very pretty. It's like a sagey green color. So, velvety yarn. Then I'm also going to be working on my book dragon. If you've seen that video, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. It's just an ongoing project. I'll be working on that. I also want to, and then we're gonna start, I doubt we're gonna finish it, but I want to do this cardigan. It's probably gonna be over here, but I'm gonna do this like dark gray cardigan and then crochet a bunch of, I can't pick them all up, like colorful giant buttons to put on it, and I think I'm gonna hold it together with ribbons, and it might be like too much and it might be amazing, so we'll see. So that's all ready to go. I'm gonna prep some things tomorrow, like getting stencils ready and kind of like starting to work on taking measurements for fabric stuff so that I just like have things more ready to get started, and then when I get home from work for the weekend, we will begin. All right, I am off work for the weekend. I just had a late lunch. It's time to get started. I have been so excited about this all week. I feel like I'm preparing for the Super Bowl, or like the Crafter Bowl. I actually was gonna film this video next weekend and get the supplies and get everything this weekend, but I like couldn't stand it. I was too excited. So I think I'm gonna start with some of the smaller projects and kind of like ease into it. And I think I might do a little embroidery tonight, but I think I might just kind of like stick with crocheting for tonight. It's been a kind of long and hectic week, so I think I want to just sort of like chill for tonight and then get into sewing tomorrow. So I'm gonna get some of this stuff. I have it all laid out beautifully and ready to go. This is full of yarn. So I'm gonna grab some of this. We're gonna go downstairs and get cozy on the couch. I have added a ton of videos to my YouTube watch later playlist, so I am just like ready to go. We're off to a great start, but I'm not letting this deter me. Okay, we're losing the light, so I put on the big overhead one. It actually doesn't look as bad as I thought. All right, so we are 4 hours in. It's 7:30. I'm gonna take a break for about an hour and get some dinner, which I think will work out nicely because my knuckles are starting to get tired. So I think after I take a break, I'm going to embroider for a while, and then if I have a feeling I'll finish the first embroidery project, so I will probably then go back to crocheting for the rest of the night. So, oh, I was looking for this. It's been a little bit of that kind of day. So because I did short projects first, I actually got some things done. This is the scrunchie. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. This is the scrunchie I made following Passioknit Kelsey's tutorial. This took like 20 minutes. I can see why she like, I mean, they're so cute, so I can see why she sells a ton, but like I can also see why she might enjoy making them, because it's just like a really like rhythmic sort of turn your brain off kind of thing. I've been watching a bunch of her videos this week, but I think I've watched like 5 of them already tonight. Like, I'm just on a Passioknit Kelsey kick. The other thing that I worked on for a short period, I mentioned, this is what I call the book dragon. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'm making a separate video for it. I first talked about it in my most recent crochet blog. Well, I don't know if it's the most recent one at this point. In my 3rd crochet blog. I am keeping track of it's like a temperature blanket, but with books. I'm keeping track of the books that I'm reading and audiobooks I'm listening to this year, and then like assigning a color by genre. And I started out doing many rows per book, but I've been blowing through them faster than I thought. So I have gone down quite a bit in the number of rows per book, but I just got up to date with the books that I've read recently. So the next thing I did for the button cardigan, I did the whole back panel. It looks kind of black, but it's like this sort of like marled dark gray a little bit. I got the whole back panel done and started one of the front panels. It looks very short because it's going to be cropped with quite a wide band at the bottom, so that's why it looks really short. This is sitting here, because it's like a bomber style cardigan. I'm basing it off of this, only making it cropped. And I spent quite a bit of time last night like writing myself a pattern for this and figuring out how long I wanted it to be, because I thought that this yarn was the same weight as this one, and it's not. This is a little thicker. So once I thought I had the back panel done, I actually had to add about like 8 more rows. So I also was looking at some yarn on the craft store website, and I found a color I thought would be really cute for another scrunchie. So I'm gonna have to take a break to run some errands tomorrow, and so I might pop by the craft store and buy some more and make another scrunchie. It looks so cute. I love it. Okay, I need brain food and my hands need a break, so I will probably check back in. I'll let you see some of the embroidery I'm doing, and then I'll check back in at the end of the night. We're 4 hours in, 20 hours to go. I'm hoping to do 3 more hours tonight. Okay, we made it. It's 11:30. I banked 7 hours today, which that was my goal. That last half hour was rough. My hands are definitely sore. I'm for sure gonna be focusing on sewing tomorrow and less crocheting, just to try to keep that from happening some more. I did finish that embroidery patch. I'm not gonna show it to you like other than what you saw in the clip. I do try to keep like my work separate from this, and the shirt has the school's name on it, so you basically saw it finished. And then I powered through and I finished both the front panels for the button cardigan. So very good progress on that, surprising progress on that. But I'm gonna relax for just a little bit, but then go to bed. I haven't been sleeping that great lately, but I want to try to get like a good night's sleep and hopefully get up a little early in the morning to get started on things. So I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. Okay, it's the next morning. I might have jinxed myself. I did not sleep very well. I go through phases sometimes where I kind of have like small bouts of insomnia, and I woke up like every hour for about 4 hours, and then I was awake for like a couple, and then I finally went back to bed for a little bit. But I thought about doing some work, but my goal for today is 12 hours, and I was like, I cannot do 12 hours of crafting work on like 4 hours of sleep. So I did eventually go back to sleep. I still woke up early though, actually like early enough to get some stuff done. It's 11 o'clock right now. I did a little bit of work and then I took a shower and got dressed, which did help. Also, so does a little bit of caffeine. I don't drink coffee, so my cute little sodas will have to do it. So I pretty much just spent my time this morning. I wasted a bunch of time like making a stencil for the second art department patch, and like 20 minutes trying to cut it out. I don't even know if you can see my drawing, but it wasn't working out, so I ended up freehanding it. So I think I'm gonna save working on this until later when I want a break from being in our art room. Is awesome, but it has no windows, and so I know later I will want to go hang out in the living room where I can get some like natural light. So I also did all of this. I cut out pretty much everything, at least space things out. You can't really read them, but all those little pieces of paper are labels so I don't forget. For the top and skirt set, I just traced this waistcoat that I like for the vest, and then just cut out stuff for the pockets and the skirt. And I also dug these out. I love hardware for no reason on stuff, so these matched like so well, so I might just like, there's gonna be some little epaulets on the vest. I do need to go get some buttons. None of the buttons I have, they're like a little too big for this, so when I go run a couple errands later and grab some more yarn, I'm also going to get some buttons. But I don't know, I might make some just like random little straps that have these rings on them or something. I don't know, we'll see. I cut all of that, but I think we're actually gonna start with this skirt. Apparently I'm very into this green. This was the green I decided I wanted to do the second art department patch on. Oops, don't want to lose that. So it's 11. I think I'm gonna work until 2 on this skirt, and then we will go run errands and probably have lunch. I really quickly just like worked up, pulled out too much yarn, a little swatch, like a little ruffle swatch of the yarn that I was thinking about including. The color is nice. You can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. It's a little like, the lighting is just a tad off. This is warmer colored than it looks on camera, but the color is nice. I like that it's a little darker. I don't know where I would put it. It's a little short too, but I don't know, I think it might be too much. Like the two things of lace I think go really awesome together. Maybe this could come up a little more. Real quick before I start filming clips of me sewing, oh, that's unprofessional. Pretend that's not there. I meant to say this earlier, but I just want to point out, I would consider myself a professional crocheter. I am not a professional sewer. I've been sewing for about the same amount of time that I've been crocheting, but I'm very much, I would say, like intermediate level. Past like learning the basics from my mom when I was a kid, I'm mostly self-taught. So if you are a professional seamstress, you might see things that horrify you. I don't know. So please don't judge me too harshly. I'm sort of just like a fly by the seat of my pants. I try to make things look nice. I'm always trying to make things better quality than the last project I did, but no promises on the skill level or professional looking level. So just a heads up. But if you like ASMR noises, I really like the sound of these clips like clacking on the desk. It's finished. I think it turned out so great. It's like not too tight. I've made that mistake before. Like it sits at my waist, but it's not too tight. Obviously it is a little thin. You can see my black shorts under it, but like I said, I could just like wear a slip underneath this when I want to wear it alone. I did not do pockets also because I will probably be wearing this under things quite a bit. Yeah, do it like, even though it's a little see-through, like it was absolutely the right choice to just do one layer, because like when I got to the side hem and stuff, it was already really thick. But yeah, I think this is like so cute. I don't know if you can see my goosebumps. It is so cold in my apartment. I might have to put on a sweatshirt later, but yeah, it extends things just to the length that I want. I'm so happy with it, and honestly the only hard part of the lace, it actually was like really easy. Where's the side? I might actually stitch that down a little bit better, but like where I had to sew the lace together, that was a little tricky, but I sewed it like a little further away. I might run a seam up there really quick so that it lays flatter, but yeah, I'm so happy with this. And it took, you can actually see me when I'm talking to you, it took like almost exactly 3 hours. I started just after 11. It's 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna fix that seam just really quick and then go take a break, run my errands that I was talking about, and have lunch. And then I might, when I get back, take a break from sewing and work on embroidery and maybe a little bit of crochet before I get into the big sewing project. But very happy with how this one turned out. Alright, I thought I'd give you a slightly different view for a while. I am, you actually like, maybe can you see what I'm working on? If I'm down here, not really. I'm back from my lunch and errand break. I let myself take a little bit of a longer one. I don't know why I thought I could go to the pharmacy, go to the craft store, and go sit and read at like a smoothie cafe all within an hour. So I wanted to have a good time. I didn't want to rush it, so I gave myself like an extra half hour, and the pharmacy's in Target, and I ended up buying a skirt, which like I looked at it on the way to the pharmacy and then I was like, I'm literally making 2 new skirts today. I don't need one, but it's hot pink and it had buttons down the front, and I've been looking for one of those for like 2 years, ever since one got away from me on Depop, and it's tiered just like the one on Depop, so I bought it. But I just was like living my best life today. I was listening to some great music, read a book while I ate my smoothie. I had to change clothes because I was too cold. I wore a jacket, and the only time I was warm enough was when I was in the car because the sun was beating down. It's a beautiful day outside, but like it was just windy, which is also why my hair is like, it never stays in a braid after it. I braid it when it's damp after the shower, and it always looks like this, but it's extra crazy because it was very breezy. I got another skein of the gray. They had the purple yarn. I'm gonna sit here and make another scrunchie real quick. And then I also, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I thought it was pretty. It's like the lighting in here is not as good as I thought it was. It's like gray and purple in here. I just thought it was pretty, and so I let myself buy. It's so pretty, and it'll go so great with my hair. All right, I am gonna go get comfy on the couch and work on embroidering the second patch for a little bit before I go upstairs and get started on the skirt set, which I think I'm gonna do the skirt first because that's a little more familiar territory, and it'll be fine, but the vest just seems a little bit more monumental. So let's go be cozy for a little bit more before we jump into that. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to take a break for about an hour to make dinner. I've made some kind of unbelievable progress. Let's start with the vest. I'm sort of like dry fitting it is the best term I can think of, like woodworking, even though this is not using glue. I think somewhere it's a little snug, but I think just when I was tracing that waistcoat I have tons of room to let it out. I wanted to just do this really fast and see how it fit before I bothered with like the interfacing and stuff. So my first seam rip of the day, actually, which is quite impressive. So I'm going to, I think after dinner, seam rip this and try again. The skirt, however, is like 98% finished, which is surprising. Let me get rid of this. So this has changed design quite a bit. I also just want to say, it actually looks kind of cute with this outfit. The green is, oh my god, the green like almost matches, and it's sort of cute with this. This is hands down the most well-constructed thing I've ever made, which I have been saying that every time I make a new garment, which I think is great. I hemmed everything that I could first, which was a huge, not necessarily a time saver because you have to hem things anyway, but it just made things way easier. And there's top stitching on this, you guys. Like, we did some things, which there's going to be a lot more with this vest. But so I decided I wanted to pleat it. So instead of doing elastic, I just decided to do a regular waistband and make it a wrap skirt. I also just decided to forego the pockets because of that. Not that you can't do pockets with that, but so I have this button that maybe is a little funny, like the spot it's at, but it has this, it was like at the very top of my button jar. and it's perfect. It has this like weird little coat of arms in silver and black, and then that safety pin that I use to do the waistband. I've been wanting to use these on something, so I use that to hold the rest in place. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but just for the hell of it, when I was stitching the two sides together, I like stacked them and did the seam like you would see on jeans. Like, I don't know, it just looks more like professional to me for some reason. But yeah, so I am so stoked with this. I love it. I'm so happy with it. And I'm hungry and I'm definitely tired. So I think what I want to do is go make food, relax for a little while, and then I think I'm gonna do like 1 more hour of this after dinner, and then like crochet for the rest of the night downstairs in front of the TV. So we're at what? Oh my god, I can't math right now. Whatever. I'll tell you. The goal is 12 hours today. I think we're on track right now still, so I'll let you know where that's at the end. Good morning. It's our final day. I'm excited to get things finished, but I'm also excited for this to be done. I did only manage 11 hours, only. I did 11 hours yesterday. My goal was 12, but around like, I took a dinner break from 8 to 9, and I was not ready for that break to be over, and I was like, oh my god. So I came up here, did a little bit more work on the vest, and then I just like was on the couch crocheting from 10 to 11, and I just was like, this is it. This is all we're doing. I was like wiped. So I'm kind of tired again today. Same old story. I think I also remembered to bring my water up here today. I can tell that I'm dehydrated from yesterday. I was just like working really hard and not hydrating enough. So as far as what I crocheted last night, I put the front and back panels together of the cardigan and got started with the sleeve. I did about an hour of work on that sleeve again this morning. So right now that puts us at 19 hours. So we have 5 more to go today. So then last night I got lucky letting out just the front. I didn't even have to let out the back, but letting out the front panels of the vest made it fit. So that was awesome. So I let that out, seam ripped, cleaned them up, and then top stitch the front and back panels. I still have not closed up the bottoms. I'm honestly not sure if I want to do interfacing in the entire vest, like the whole thing, or if I just want to put some strips inside, like where the buttons are going to be. So I need to figure that out. Attach this, stitch it up, do the buttons. I think I showed these in that haul. I did. We're a little spacey today, but I'm just gonna kind of try things out and see, and hopefully finish this up. I know I'm not gonna get this and the embroidery patch, especially because I decided to fill in the letters. I'll update you on that later, and the cardigan. I don't even think we're gonna get the cardigan done, but I want to get this done, so I need to stop talking and get working on it. So I'm gonna be working on this, I guess, until lunch. Oh my god, you guys, it's done, and there's a party happening on the side of the wall. Okay, so let's look at it. I was really unsure there for a second. We had, this machine gets temperamental sometimes, and tension becomes an issue, and in the past I've just had to like stop for the day and like magically it'll be fixed the next day, but this time I was able to switch bobbins and that made it okay. So I'll show you really quick. This is what I ended up doing. I just added this little strap. I can't decide if I like the little heart bit or not, but this mint color ring I love, and it's like a spirally keychain ring, so I can take this off if I want. So let's throw this on. I ended up not doing anything like fancy with the vest. I didn't want it to, I actually didn't do any interfacing either. I like kind of the option of it being a little bit more like oversized and flowy. So I just did one seam up the back, halfway up the back, to kind of mimic the pleats and make it lay like flatter against my back, but for time's sake and just for, that's just what I wanted to do. Oh man, I woke up this morning and like back here is sore, I guess from my posture yesterday. So while I was crocheting this morning, I have like a heating pad that I had back there. I'm really excited about this too because at some point in time, I guess I forgot how to use my buttonhole foot, and I thought it like wasn't working anymore. I couldn't get it to work. But I really like paid attention last night and then tested it again this morning to make sure I knew how to like line everything up right. So this is the little vest. It's not perfectly fitted to me. I wanted it a little bit boxier. Oh, it's so cute. And it's like, it's a little cropped, but not quite. It kind of hangs over the skirt a little, which is good so that I can like wear them together. Angle this down a little bit. I've tried to clean slightly as I go. I've been doing an okay job of it, but oh my god, I'm so happy with it. This is the most sewing I've done in years, probably. Okay, so it's about noon, which is awesome because that's kind of when I was hoping to be finished with this. This time of day, oh my god, I can't talk anymore. This is the time of day and week that I usually do a workout. So I'm going to actually start trying to see how I want to do the big buttons for the cardigan while I ride my stationary bike. So I'm going to do that for a while. I think there's a lot happening here. I think it'll be easier if we just are on the floor. So I rode about 4.5 miles, which felt really good. My body was definitely craving movement of some kind. That's actually a really good tip I have if you are chronically ill like me, but you still want to do some kind of physical activity. Obviously check with your doctor first, but sometimes if I'm just feeling lazy or I don't want like a hard and fast workout, I will crochet or play video games and ride at like a slower speed like that. Sometimes when I'm like in the zone, I can play video games for like an hour and bike like 20 miles, but that is not the vibe today. Okay, so 4.5 miles and 2 button experiments. So let's look. Down here. So I tried this one. Oh, that might even be a little big, which makes, yeah, that's pretty big, which the second one is bigger. So I know like I said giant buttons, but these are a little too giant. This one I made the holes bigger because you can't really see it in this one. I don't know why I insist on trying to do this. If you saw the button tote bag video that came out last month, I've kind of been doing these sort of around the same time, and I keep trying to figure out how to put holes in the middle of stuff. This one I had trouble making it like more round, but let me see something. Hang on a sec. Okay. I got this idea because when I was a kid, every few years, something my mom would do, I think after my sister got bored of it, I kept doing it. She would just buy us, like, let us pick out a color of a sweatshirt from Walmart, and we would just buy cute buttons and put it all over. And I kind of loved it. Yeah, this is like, I bought this set of buttons a couple years ago when I was making eyes for stuffed animal. Like, this is fucking cute. Like, should I just do this? This ended up being a little bit more like cropped and small than I planned, which is totally fine. I actually don't have any crocheted cardigans that aren't like big and bulky, so this might be really cute, and I think it'll go with the bows that I was thinking about cinching it up with. So all right, I bought $15 worth of adorable little skeins of cotton yarn for no reason, but that's okay. I'll figure out a use for them. All right, well, it's like, what, 12:30 almost? So I am going to just keep working on the body of the cardigan until I am ready for a lunch break. All right, this is it, kids. The final hour. I don't really have a progress update. Sleeves take the longest for cardigans, so I'm still just working through this sleeve. I want to see if maybe I can finish this skein in this hour, but we're at 23 hours, one more to go. Let's do it. We're done. Snorlax, we're done. Oh my god. Okay, I could just nap. I'll talk to you guys later. No, okay. Okay, so we are finished. You haven't done anything except watch this video. Thank you very much. I am done. I have crafted for 24 hours over the last 3 days. I am exhausted in the best way possible, and this was so fun, and I will absolutely never do it again. Oh my god. Okay, so let's recap. I made 2 scrunchies, 2 crochet scrunchies. I did 1 embroidery patch. I did part of this one. I don't know if you can really see that at all. I made the lace underskirt, an entire plaid skirt set with the vest and the skirt. I did my book dragon updates. And is that it? Oh, obviously about halfway done with the cardigan. Did I get through this game? No. Which is probably good because that is less for me to buy. But I did finish the sleeve and got the cuff done. I think this is going to be cute. I'm excited. So I am looking forward to not doing any more crafting. Definitely for today. If I'm in the mood, I might work on this cardigan some more tomorrow because I'm excited about it. What's cool about this, I'm filming this very early before it's going to come out, but I was just too excited to wait. But I think I'm going to finish this cardigan and the patch so that I can show you guys at the end, because that would be lame to leave off just unfinished projects at the end. While I took that lunch break, I made some cookies so that I could celebrate. I'm not gonna say goodbye quite yet because in an upcoming clip I will show you the finished products, but I am gonna probably, it's 4 o'clock, I'm gonna probably play video games for the rest of tonight and the rest of the weekend and just be a zombie because I am tired. This is good. Okay, ignore my hair. I slept in my braids and I have not bothered to change it yet. So it's been about a week. Yes, it is the next Friday. And I just got busy doing other projects. I've been working on these kind of all week, but I wanted to show you the projects that I didn't finish in the 24-hour period. So this is the final. Why can't I get this right? The art department patch. It's definitely not my cleanest work, and I was not feeling it as far as filling in all the letters, so I kind of did this mixed pattern, but I like how it turned out. Then this turned out so cute. But yeah, this is how this turned out. This bomber style that I make like isn't meant to close, it's just like a throw on. And then I added these little bows to the sleeves because I wanted to include them, but like it was kind of like too much to have them here. So yeah, this is my little button cardigan, and I left the black. I left the back plain. Again, I didn't want it to be like too off the wall, so. All right, well, that is my finished projects for the 24-hour craft-a-thon. I've been hard at work on some other things. I definitely have been really creatively inspired lately. I sat here for like 3 hours last night and made this like idea I had for a portable yarn bag with like a pocket and slots for crochet hooks. So yeah, I have tons of projects coming up, crochet and otherwise, and I'm really excited to make them for you. I hope you're excited to see them. So thank you so much for watching this one. I'll see you next time.